is Emma. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be going through my Kmart haul of all the stuff that I bought in the last Kmart shop with me that I did, as well as a few extras that I got from IKEA today because just couldn't help myself. I needed to go back to IKEA to get a couple of things that I saw but didn't get in the last IKEA shop with me video that I did as well. That's all I really have to say before we start, so let's just get into it. So the first thing that I'm going to show you guys today is the stuff that I got from IKEA, mainly because there is not very much of it, so I'll be able to go through that fairly quickly and then get to the Kmart stuff. So the first thing that I want to show you is this tea tin. So I did actually do this in my last shop with me video at IKEA, and I had to go back for it because I was just thinking about it and I'm like, God, I've got tea that I need to put in here. It's just sitting in like a gross Moccona jar at the moment, so why wouldn't I get this? So I went back and I got this, and I also got its little twin sister over here. So this one was $5 and this one was $4. So knowing this one was $5, I might have actually bought more of these, but I didn't really realize until I got home and was looking at the prices for you guys. So maybe if you are looking at getting some tea tins like this, have a look in your tea cupboard and find out how many you need before you go and get some, which is what I wish I had done. But I'm going to use these to reorganize my tea cabinet a little bit and just try to make things look a little bit more uniform and a little bit more tidy in there because it is a total mess at the moment. So these are going to make it look a lot nicer in there and just get rid of some of those empty packaging and stuff like that. So another thing that I got from IKEA, which I thought was really cute, is this little frame. So it's like a frame that you can hang up with this chain on the back, or you can also use this stand to stand it up so that it's like a clear frame just with a stand. So I just want to put like a nice picture in here. I don't really have that many pictures up at the moment because we've just moved into a new house and I still haven't quite decided where all the furniture is going to go, and I don't want to put the pictures up until I know where all the furniture is going. So I thought this would be a good little interim measure so I can at least get a little bit of art up. I might put a picture of me and Benny or me and my friends, or I might just find like a nice print, something like some flowers or something like that to put in here, and then just find somewhere in the house to just stick that up, to just bring a little bit of art into the place because I'm really lacking that kind of stuff at the moment. So this one was only $9, it's usually $12, so this one was on special, and I just thought this was a really cute little dish, and definitely wasn't looking for this, but this is one of those IKEA buys that you just can't leave without. All right, so I got this pepper cracker. Now all the stuff that I got from IKEA is like not new, it's just regular old stuff, but I just wanted to show you how I'm gonna use it in my house. So at the moment we just have like a plastic pepper cracker that we're filling up, and it's just a little bit like, it's fine, don't get me wrong, it's fine, but like I definitely think this is a really easy way to zhuzh up your kitchen without, you know, going to that much effort. This was a little bit expensive though, so this one was $25. Again, I didn't actually realize it was that expensive until I brought it home and I was looking at the prices, but it doesn't really matter because I really wanted this anyway, so I just grabbed it. So this is, like I said, a really easy way to just elevate your kitchen if you're using if you're using a perfectly fine, functional plastic pepper cracker that does the job but maybe isn't the most beautiful looking thing in your kitchen. So again, you know by now probably that I'm pretty big on like function being beautiful like they do on the Home Edit. Function meets beauty. It's a really good little saying. So I got these oil and balsamic vinegar dispensers, mainly because Benny does actually use a lot of oil and balsamic for his little bread treats that he likes to have on the weekends. And so I just thought I would get this to make it look a little bit nicer and have like an actual designated home for that stuff. So it's not just like always out and about on the counter, because obviously as the more stuff you have on the counter, the more cluttered it looks. And it just looks better if everything's kind of like in its own dispenser or canister or whatever. So that's why I finally got these. I was putting it off for a long time because this isn't 100% exactly the ones that I want or the style that I want, but I thought it's gonna do for now. There's a lot of stuff around the house that I haven't bought because I'm like, oh, I'll wait until I find the perfect thing, but I've realized if I do that, it's gonna be a long time with a lot of ugly stuff. All right, guys, so that about wraps up all the stuff that I've got from IKEA. So just a little trip today. I did actually have a few more things that I wanted to get, but they were out of stock of a lot of things. So I'm gonna have to order some things online and wait until the middle of July to get them for whatever reason. I'm gonna blame COVID for whatever, supply shortage. I'm waiting for things to come to IKEA. So I'll be back for all that stuff and I'll show you when I get that stuff later as well. So now onto the stuff that I got from Kmart. So again, I did go to Kmart and they didn't really have about half of the stuff that I was looking for. They just really had limited stock. But I've told you this before and I'll tell it to you again, my store is freaking trash. It's just trash. It's graffiti like everywhere, stuff's in the wrong place, stuff's like knocked over, it's always out of stock. It's trash store. So next time maybe I might go outside of my usual radius and take you to a slightly better store, which is just a store which is kind of like in the middle of nowhere, which nobody really goes to, which is why it's better, because there's less hoodlums, less people buying all up the stuff that I want to buy. Anyway, sorry, rant over, let's get into it. So this little notebook that I bought here was only $5. This is just for writing down all of my YouTube ideas at the moment, because at the moment I'm using a work diary and I really obviously want to separate work and YouTube stuff, even though doing the YouTube stuff, honestly, believe it or not, is sometimes like another job. This is just a nice little way so I can organize all that. So it's just blank, like lines, nothing in there. Well, there's lines, so I shouldn't say it's blank. There's lines in here. And yep, nice. Soft cover, like soft, it's kind of like pleathery, cute little plants on it. There's heaps and heaps of different styles, so many different styles, but I didn't want to go with anything that was like too like, you know, live your life or like good things inside, anything like that, I don't know. But anyway, like plants, that's why I got that, because it's got plants on it, I like plants, so that's that. So speaking of plants and how I like them, I'm going to show you a couple of these pots that I got from Kmart. Now, I'm gonna say probably I don't need that many more pots, but I somehow also seem to always need more pots. So I'm kind of in a bit of a weird spot with that. So I've got these pots here, which I thought were really, really cute. They have like this rib design at the top and then this like not glazed at the bottom part, which I just think really adds like texture to the vase, and it's got this ribbed bit here. I just thought this was really cool. And it was only $3. I think they go with a heap of different stuff and they're a really, really good size for smaller plants. So goodbye there. So guys, I actually just wanted to show you this because as I was trying to find a pot to fit inside this white pot, I was at a loss, honestly. So this is a 9.5 centimeter pot from IKEA, and this does not fit in the top of this. So it's so close, but it doesn't fit. So if you are looking to put something in this pot, make sure that you get something smaller or 9 centimeters or smaller. But that is a really hard pot size to find. Guys, generally the smallest pot that you can buy at Bunnings is a 10 centimeter pot. So this is definitely not going to fit inside here. So just a word of warning, if you are going to buy this beautiful pot, just be aware that it is difficult to find a good size pot to actually put inside here. You can obviously plant the plant straight in, but just bear in mind it doesn't have a drainage hole at the bottom as well. So that is just a couple of things I wanted you guys to know about this pot that I had difficulty with. Moving on. So another pot that I bought from Kmart is this one. It's called the Reactive Glaze. When they say Reactive Glaze, I think they mean like this speckledy kind of like speckledy running glaze that they've got going on here. I bought another similar one to this that it was like brown, but it was way more speckled. And when I saw this, it was the last one on the shelf and I was like, oh, do I really need this? I probably don't, but I just had to get it just in case, because I am planning to get a couple more pot plants soon or repot a couple of my ones that need a little bit of attention. So I might pop it in this beautiful pot here. I just think this is so cute. This is like kind of like a bluey gray glaze. And I just love it. This one was $11. If I had seen this one next to the brown one, I would have bought this one, I think, over the brown one, but I still like the brown one anyway. So I'm gonna obviously put a pot in this. No, I'm gonna put a plant in this, and I'm gonna put it somewhere in my house. It's quite a big pot, so I'm probably gonna stick it on the ground somewhere. That's what I'm gonna do with this pot, believe it or not. Like I said, pots, it's a bit of a problem. So I've got this pot here, which is actually a planter, so I could technically get away with saying it's a planter and not just like a pot. But this I thought was really cool. It's got these little feet on it, so it stands up like that, and it has a little bit of a gap underneath, and it's also got this ribbed design that goes up and down on it, and it's also this long planter shape. So I thought this was just like cool because it's like a little bit different. It's not your usual just like plain round pot. And I do have a couple of plants, one in particular that kind of is like a succulent, but it is like stringy and it kind of flows over. So I'm hoping that I might be able to put that in here and have it kind of like dangle over, and then pop a couple of maybe other little succulents in there as well, and just make it like a little bit of a display that has some, you know, waterfalling kind of planty stuff going on there. So that is why I've got this one, and I think it's gonna look really cute, maybe in the bathroom or really anywhere, but I really like this long design because you can put it up high somewhere where there's only like a small amount of space and have that kind of waterfalling effect. So that's why I've got this one. I'm super excited again to use this one in my home. Here's another pot. Just kidding, no more pots. So this compost bin is just like a standard compost bin at Kmart. I think it's the only one that they have, but I have been looking for a compost bin for a really long time. And again, I haven't bought any because I've been looking for the perfect one and I still haven't found that perfect one yet. So in the interim, I've bought this one. It was only $10. It does have a carbon filter in the top there, but just when you're at Kmart, make sure that when you're buying one of these, if you are, that it does have the filter in the top. I don't know if it's just because my store is trash. There were a heap of them where people had opened them and for some reason taken the filters out. So make sure if you're buying these that they do have the actual filter on top, because that is what's going to help stop the smells from the compost like going into your kitchen and stuff. At the moment, I just have like a plastic container with a lid on it that has all this gross compost in it. So I really, really do need this compost bin. So I think this again is going to make my kitchen look a lot better because what I've got at the moment is gross. So yeah, looking forward to that. So while we're on kitchen stuff from Kmart as well, I bought these 3 little bowls in a set. So these were, I think, God, I didn't actually write down how much these ones were, so I don't remember. Maybe $9. I'll definitely make sure to link everything down in the description box though. So if you are looking for these products, you know exactly where to go and exactly how much they are. So these were a 3 set. So they're like a larger one with a smaller one inside and then again a smaller one inside there. And I just thought these were going to be really, really handy for around the kitchen. Specifically for me, I wanted to use one of these larger bowls to put like garlics in. We always have a lot of like loose garlic, little cloves. Is that what they're called? Yeah, cloves of garlic. So we always have like a few cloves of garlic that are kind of hanging around and, you know, the little skins and stuff, chili, that kind of thing. So I just wanted to get a cute little bowl to put that kind of stuff in so that it just got a home. Again, a lot of the stuff that I'm buying at the moment is so that things have a home, just because I'm trying to obviously get my life a little bit more organized. And I also wanted to replace my current salt dish with one of these little bowls. The one that I have at the moment has a lid, which is totally fine, but at the moment I'm finding it's actually like a little bit annoying to have the lid when I'm cooking because I've just started trying to do a little bit more cooking and it's actually a lot easier if there's no lid on it, so you can just grab it with one hand. So I'll just use one of those small bowls for that. And there's lots of different ways you can use these little bowls around the kitchen, and there was 3 and they were really just a pretty good price. I saw similar small bowls at IKEA, but they were $8 each. And these, I'm pretty sure you get 3 for like almost $8. So that's why I got these ones, and I do think they are pretty cute. So another little thing that I got from Kmart, which I think is really cute, is this little, it's an espresso cup. But you might have seen in my last haul that I did, I bought a vase from IKEA so that I could use it for my laundry. And it's just not working out so well. The vase is a little bit too big, and so I'm using too much washing liquid than I need to. And it also doesn't fit under the tap properly. So I bought this, I thought it was really cute. I really love the little speckledy design and the black rim at the top. And this is just the perfect size for fabric softener. I'm not gonna use too much. This is gonna fit much nicer under the dispenser. So very much looking forward to actually having something that works well for that. This tray I got is just like a white tray. They had heaps of different kinds of trays. This is a bathroom tray. They had heaps of different kind of bathroom trays that go with like the matching bathroom set. I also got the cup that goes with this. So I've got the cup and the tray. The plan was for this was to use it in the bathroom to hold the soap and like toothpaste and just some of the things that are hanging around the sink. Otherwise, I was gonna use this in my vanity, which is like just a little kind of table and mirror and stuff that I have set up because my bathroom isn't very big, and if I had all my products in it, it would be a total nightmare to use. So I might end up using this one in the vanity that I have, and I also bought this to hold some makeup brushes and things like that. At the moment, I'm just kind of making do with what I have, but I really thought that it would be good if I could get some designated items that look nice and they're functional as well. So I'm just trying to make everything in my house look nice as well as be functional. So that's why I'm kind of replacing what I've got at the moment with these slightly nicer versions. So another sort of random thing that I got from Kmart, but I wanted to show you guys anyway, was this 5-pack of socks. They're like just cute patterns. They're like little colored leopard print stripes, plain pink and white. But dude, these socks were only $5 for 5 pairs. That is like $1 a pair of socks. And these are long socks, which are perfect for coming into winter. I'm finding at the moment that I am always looking for long socks and I don't really seem to have enough. So long socks because I hate it when my ankles are cold, and my ankles are always cold no matter what kind of pants I'm wearing, basically, unless I'm wearing my slippers on top of those pants, which I can't wear to work, whatever. Anyway, my bloody ankles are always cold. So that's why I've got 5 more pairs of socks so that I can try and stop my ankles getting so cold this winter. $5 5 pairs, total bargain. So speaking of winter and how cold it is, I bought this big quilt from Kmart. As you know, all this stuff is from Kmart. So this was $42 for the queen size, and it's supposed to take like 3 degrees, high warmth, 3 degrees, so down to 3 degrees, even though in Canberra it gets way colder than that, but this is a secondary blanket. So at the moment, Benny is a little bit cold in his bedroom, so I bought him this extra doona just so that he can use that on top of the one he's using now. So it's just a supplementary blanket. So this will probably eventually end up getting used in the spare room, or, you know, just used as a backup blanket in case you have guests over staying on the couch, anything like that. But I just thought it doesn't hurt to have an extra blanket, especially considering my poor little Benny is cold. And in Canberra, it honestly gets so, it gets like really cold. Like we get nights so it's like -7. We haven't had those yet, but we certainly do. So definitely need to stay warm. $42, I won't lie, you can probably get a better deal for a better blanket at IKEA. So if you are looking to get a blanket, maybe have a look at IKEA as well before you get something from Kmart, if it's just as easy for you to do that. So another blanket that I got from Kmart is this big one here. I think it's called the Oscar blanket. So there was only one of these left when I bought it, and you know that always means that that thing is probably pretty good when you go to Kmart whenever there's like almost none of it left. And this one was like spilling out of its packet as well. So maybe that's why it was the only one left. But it's really soft, it's really large, and it's like really got that kind of Sherpa, I think they call it, on one side, and then it's just like polar fleecy plush on the other side. It's big. This is a double / queen, so this is going to be big enough for a double bed and big enough for a queen bed, which is important for me because we have queen beds. So this one I think was a good buy. I think it was $29. I was tossing up between heaps of different like warm blankets to put on top of another duvet. Again, I wasn't sure if Benny would need a full duvet or if he would need just a blanket to keep himself warm, so I got both because we don't actually have a whole lot of just blankets to keep you warm on top of another blanket at night. Good buy, $29, really soft, really good for winter. I thought this was a pretty good price if you can get it from Kmart. Looks like it's pretty popular. So this blanket, I wasn't sure about it, to be honest. So this was $19, and it's a bit of an odd color. It's this herringbone, like mustardy color almost, but I'm stuck in like this gray loop. Everything I buy is gray, everything is black, white, or it's gray. And so I'm really trying to get out of the gray zone and try to get like a little bit more color in my life. And so the reason why I actually bought this throw blanket is because I have this gross office chair, which I tried to replace, but the replacement that I got wasn't quite the right size, and it just didn't really work out for me. You know, when you're doing work at a desk, it can be very important, like where your arms and stuff are and the height of your chair and things like that. And the adjustability of the new chair just wasn't working out for me, so I had to go back to my old gross chair, which I like more, but is just so gross. I got it from Costco many years ago. It spent a long time outside undercover, and it just like completely deteriorated. But lucky I kept it because I'm back to using it. And so I bought this blanket so that I can throw this blanket over the chair and hopefully just make it instantly look a little bit nicer in my study by covering up this gross chair. And the color scheme of my study, well, I've got a green kind of desk. So I thought green and kind of mustardy yellow goes together. Like maybe it doesn't, I don't know. But I just thought about this color and I thought about my study, and I just, for some reason, thought it might go well together. So it feels pretty good. It's not like super soft. This isn't one of the softest blankets that you can get at Kmart at the moment. This is probably one of the least soft, but because I'm just going to be sitting on it, it doesn't super matter. So that's what I'm going to use this for. I'm really hoping that that's going to elevate my study a little bit and not look too weird, but I definitely am taking a bit of a chance on this one. So hopefully it does look really nice in my study at the end of it. That is all the stuff that I got this time around, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video, please make sure you give me a like. It really helps me know what videos you like and what videos you don't like so much. So if you did like this, give me a like. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.